Hi, everybody. Tony
Hey.
and Sarah Zalecki.
Minneapolis, Minnesota. We are network marketing professionals. We build an online global business all over the world. And the best part about that is we have a blast doing it, and we have a lot of fun doing it too.
Yes, we do. So if you guys are just joining us, we'd love to hear where you are. So kind of shoot us a little message below so we can say hello. Last time we actually had people that were jumping on from like New Zealand and Australia and even Japan. It was crazy cool.
Yes.
I love social media because of that. And how many of you guys, this is a pretty awesome topic to talk about, because how many of us have ever had people in our business that went MIA, or what Tony and I call going to the witness protection program, or actually sign up and they never even do anything, right? Heaven forbid, it's crazy. If any of you guys have had that happen, drop me a 1. It's like someone signs up and then they disappear and you're like, what the heck? Like, what just happened, right?
They were excited. They wanted to do it. They were all in.
Right.
Yeah,
and
right.
Then they're gone, right? And then they're gone. So let's talk about a mistake, right? A lot of us, I mean, if you ever made a mistake before in the business, drop me a 2. I could probably drop you 50,000 twos, 2. I think that the reason that we've had the success that we've had is we made a lot of mistakes. Isn't that cool?
Well, it's the only
right?
business that will pay you millions and millions of dollars for making lots of mistakes. That's awesome.
Yes. So let's talk about this one mistake that a lot of us could be making. And Tony and I have made this. So that's kind of why I feel that we can talk about it. Is that the number one mistake that I feel people make is people assume that everybody wants to be a leader in your business. And guess what? People don't want to be a leader. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy. But, a lot of us have heard statistically, we talk about that, 80% of the volume in your business comes from 20% of the people, right, that are producing it. And so the biggest mistake that we made is we assumed that everyone wanted to be a leader like we did. And because of that, people would come in and then they would go MIA, right? Because they're like, hey, I don't want to do that. Or, or they never really got started. It was kind of the getting started. And it was like we were forcing them to become this leader where, either, well, really directly or indirectly, we blew them out. Directly or indirectly, we blew them out. And so, we looked at, my gosh, that cost us probably hundreds of thousands of dollars.
At least.
And if we would have just loved people where they were at, when they came into the business, maybe they needed to try product for a while or a service, whatever your company is, to start loving and enjoying and creating a story to give them confidence, right? Maybe they needed to go to a big event to get confidence. Maybe they just needed some time, to kind of grow. And I know for myself, when I first got involved in the business, I didn't go, hey, I'm going to be a leader.
Yeah.
It took me a while where I kind of created that belief where I went, you know what? God, maybe I could be a leader here. Maybe I could do something. And so, just really learning how to love people where they're at, just not forcing them to be this amazing leader, and let them kind of they'll tell you, right? They'll tell you, what they want to do. And so just be, really kind of, I'm just careful with that. I think too, if you sit down with someone and really find out why they're doing the business, you'll know whether they're a leader or not, whether they're what we call AKA a runner and they're ready to do the business. But I think for a lot of us, we assume everybody's just like us, or the culture of a specific company or even organization is everyone needs to be a leader. Well, that's just not the case and not what people want to do.
Because 90% of people aren't leaders. They don't want to be leaders.
Right.
And they're here to either just use the product or service, get some great personal development, have some fun, escape a little bit from their job and their craziness of what they do every single day. And they just want to do something that gets them excited, right?
Yep.
And that's most people. And people say, well, Tony, how do you know who a leader is? And there's a couple things that I look for in people that kind of tell me, okay, who should I start connecting with on that level? Well, one, if they're on all the calls and they're plugged into everything that the company's doing, your team is doing, and you don't have to remind them, you don't have to make sure they're on that call or webinar, or you don't have to be calling them every single day, they just get on, okay, that's a sign. Second thing is they're doing do an activity, with or without you. They're on the leaderboards. They're ranking through the ranks. They're getting it done every single day. There's a sign. Third thing, they're reaching out to you. They're texting you. They're emailing you. They're calling you. They want your time. They need advice. They want strategy talk. They want to find out more about how they can do this better, that better. Well, guess what? It's a clue. You got a leader there. You got someone that's hungry. You got someone that can be incredible in your business, and they're reaching out for you to spend time with. So that's kind of how I see a leader and not a leader, or where to spend your time with, or where to have those conversations with. But everyone is different. But it's crazy to say this. 90% of people aren't going to be leaders, don't want to be leaders. So don't treat everybody the same, because from a leader standpoint, or else they're going to run, they're going to hide, they're going to take off, and you're going to wonder what happened to them.
And now you know, right? And
now you know.
Yeah, exactly. So with that, guys, have an awesome, awesome Monday. We'll talk to you soon. And, hopefully it's brought you guys some great value. So if it did, do me a favor, share this video. We're trying to share this out and just pour into people and help people build their businesses. So anyways, we appreciate you guys. Focus on not making that mistake, and we'll talk to you soon.
Take care.